Hello guys, and welcome back to the next episode of our epic quest across Europe to win every top flight division in the European nations in the base game. Currently in nation number 25, as you probably already know by now, which is Scotland. We are the manager of Motherwell. We've reached the end of our first full season here in charge at Motherwell. We've got 2 games left in the Cinch Premiership, and it's been a very successful season for us here as the manager of Motherwell. If we have a look over the fixtures, first of all we'll have a look at a new signing that we've made. Now, initially when I started looking at this guy, he wanted about 18 grand a week, Edwin Medina. We brought him in on trial. He accepted the trial. He still didn't want to sign for us after that. He got his wages down to about 12k a week. His trial finished. I sort of forgot about him a little bit, to be honest, and then he popped up in my scout reports again, so I thought I'd give it a go. 4.7k. Obviously couldn't find himself a club. 26-year-old Colombian, free transfer, valued at around about £10 million. He's a huge improvement at left back for us. So hopefully the 26-year-old can have a decent career here. He's actually on a 4-year contract as well, so he's here for quite some time. He's immediately gone in as one of the better players at the club. Hasn't shortened our odds though in terms of the league, but league-wise, you were last here when we took on St Mirren and Hearts back in February. 2 nice wins there on camera. We then took on Rangers and got a 1-1 draw against Rangers. Took them equalising as well. It was Nathan Gickwell with the goal for us in the 38th minute. Rangers probably were the dominant team. We're probably a little bit lucky to get away with the goal. Mehmet Aydin equalised for Rangers in the 73rd minute, but that was a good result. We did again get knocked out on penalties in the Scottish Cup 5th round by Celtic. It's another one of those situations we've had a couple of times throughout this series where the players weren't very happy that we got knocked out of the cup, and it's I'm sat there as the manager thinking, we've played the best team in the country, we've took them to penalties. You're the ones on the pitch, I just manage yous. You're the ones who do the business on the pitch, and they come to me saying they're unhappy. It's not very. For me, it seems a little bit counterintuitive and something that needs sort of fixing, really, in Football Manager. I would say it's something that's broken. But back to league action, it was away to Dundee, and you can see that Ainsley Brayson got the only goal of the game in the 50th minute. Dominant performance against Dundee. Followed that up with 1-0 over Aberdeen. Aberdeen are currently bottom of the table. This was a little bit close for my liking. It was Brayson again, though, in the 78th minute. We did dominate the game. We just left it very, very late to get that goal. Morton were next up, 3-0 in this one. Brayson again, 3 games in a row. Gickwell and Hector Gillies with the goals. Morton XG is better than ours, but we're the ones who had the most chances and put the ball in the back of the net. A draw 1-1 with St Johnstone. Kevin Charles and Jose Manuel Mallon with the goals. Mallon is doing really well, by the way. You can see he's still improving massively. He's got 9 in 13 in the league, which is immense for somebody of such young age. Beat Celtic at Celtic Park as well. We beat them 3-2. Murat Demir got 2 for Celtic. Hector Gillies, it was an Asensio own goal, and Mallon scored the goal. All the goals for us coming in the first half, just the one in the second half for Celtic. They XG wise again they were better, but we've hit the target more than them. We've played really well and come away with a 3-2 win from Celtic Park. Fortunately, it's been a little bit downhill since then. We were beaten 1-0 by Dundee United in the 93rd minute. Jack Parkin with the goal there. Probably unlucky to lose, really. And then we've just become the draw specialists again. A 0-0 against Hibs. Could have won, should have won. Liam Duncan picked up the man of the match for us, though. We drew into the Championship group. Then we drew with St Mirren at 0-0. Again, it was a poor game of football, but we were probably better again. 2-2 with Dundee United after the beat us just a few games ago, but we did equalise in the 93rd minute in this one. We went 2-0 down through McIntosh and Taylor before Kieran Lammy and Ainsley Brayson in the 93rd minute. Again, we were the better team in terms of XG, and to go 2-0 down so early on in the game was disappointing. It was then 2-2 with Celtic. Mallon with both the goals, Demir with both the goals for Celtic. Even-ish game. Mallon picked up the man of the match in that one. And the draw was probably a good thing in terms of our future, maybe, because if we have a look at the Premiership, Rangers are still top. Just the 2 points, though. Unfortunately, in the game where we drew with Celtic, Rangers also drew with Hibs, so they couldn't extend that gap to 4 points. It would have been if they had won. But it's in Rangers' hands at the minute. Now, in terms of the schedule, we've got 2 games today. We've got Hibs away, and then we're going to Ibrox as well. So potentially, Rangers could take the title against us. It's kind of the plan. Obviously, I want Motherwell to win. I do want Motherwell to win. If you look, we're 6 points clear of Dundee United in 3rd place. So we're pretty much guaranteed in that 3rd place now, barring any mishaps that we may have. It's been a good season. It has been a good season for us. It's been we've done amazingly well. In terms of goals throughout the season, Junior Rainford's got 17 from 24 still. He's not really featured too much lately because with the emerging talent of Jose Manuel Malen. Brayson's got 10 and 12 assists as well, so he's had a fantastic season. That rating is maybe a little bit low. Obviously, he's hit and miss, I would imagine. That he's away on loan. Hector Gillies has got 4 and 9 assists, so not a lot of goals really compared to what we're used to. It could be much, much better. But let's get into the first game against Hibs. Celtic are away to Dundee. Rangers are at home to St Mirren, so you'd expect a Rangers win against St Mirren, the bottom of this championship group. Maybe a slightly harder game for Celtic away to Dundee. And going into the game, we're having a look at the lineup that we can go with. It's going to be Duncan in goal, ever present this season. 33 conceded in 36 games is maybe a little bit high, but that's not all on him. It's the defence as well. Meathen comes in as the right back for today. He is right-footed. He's played mostly on the left this season, but he is a very good right back. It's going to be Ballantyne and McLaughlin as the 2 central defenders. We do have an injury to Cal Shaw, who, according to our assistant anyway, is the best central defender at the club. So these 2 are going to get the game. And then it's the new man, Medina, as the left back for today. He's a very, very good wing back, really. Crossing's better than what we had before. He's got decent pace, decent agility. His bravery's really good as well, although according to this, it doesn't really affect him as a wing back. But he's good. He's got great positioning as well. Marking, I'm quite pleased to have him with us. Into the midfield, it's going to be Gollers playing as that defensive midfielder on defend. In fact, we did change that around a little bit to get some game time for Fidel Singleton Patifa. His manager, I can't remember where he's on loan from now, Newcastle. Kate has been at me, knocking on my door a few times, telling me to play him in the position he's supposed to play in, but the halfback seems to have worked quite well for us. Gickwell and Pretel as the 2 defensive segundo volantes. We're then going to go McClung on the left, Wood on the right. That's because we do have an injury to Ainsley Brayson. Hector Gillies is just coming back from an injury. You can see his match fitness is not quite there. Roberts on the left is also injured. We've got a few injuries throughout the squad. And then it's going to be Malen up front, the young man who's been something of a revelation for us since he's come in. So we're underway in this game. We're looking to pick up a little bit of form because we've gone off the boil just a little bit lately. Of course, we do have a little bit of a gap to Dundee United in 4th place. So we're pretty much guaranteed 3rd place. I think we just need 1 point from our remaining 2 fixtures, which would be nice to get. We have started off the better team here. We've not had a single highlight yet or a shot on target. There's the first shot on target as I say it. And we now get our first highlight. It's Medina, the new man. Ball into the box towards Malen. It's headed clear though, but Gickwell is going to pick it up and he feeds it back towards Wood, but it's cleared by Toke Ash. As far as Ballantyne, Gickwell again looking for Wood this time. Now Meathen back to Wood. Can he square it for a teammate? Malen's there. Jose Manuel Malen with his 11th of the season. And this kid is absolutely destroying defences in this division. He's been fantastic. 16-year-old. I cannot wait to see him develop. Whether it's here or if Celtic or Rangers become available. McClung with a deep free kick towards McLaughlin. It's a decent header, not troubling the goalkeeper though. Hibs do look dangerous though. Bunting with his free kick on the left hand side. It's towards the back post. They've scored. Jack Wood with his 3rd goal of the season. Deep free kick there from Bunting. Wood looked a little bit unmarked to me at the back post there. Is he the number 5? He is the number 5. Absolutely nobody marking him whatsoever. Really poor defending there from Motherwell. So it's back to as you were. Rangers have taken the lead though, which is good. Medina finds Pretel from the throw. Medina with a deep cross towards Wood. Gets his head on it. It's gone just over the bar again. Heading is something of a letdown for us here at Motherwell. We don't seem to hit the target as often as we should. And at half-time, it is 1-1. We are on top of the game, which is good to see, but it's another draw. We're heading for our 5th draw in a row at the minute. And into the second half, Rangers still leading 1-0 over St Mirren. Celtic have taken the lead, though, just before half-time through Garcia. Wood with the free kick towards... Is the keeper saved it? Did it hit the post? I'm not quite sure, but Medina picks up the loose ball. Looks to drive inside, but he's overplayed it, and the Hibs defender does clear it. But we're still coming forward. Meathen with the free kick. It's absolutely shocking. And it's easy for Jack Wood, who plays it back to the goalkeeper, who goes long. But this, again, should be easy for Ballantyne. Nice control out of the air there from Ballantyne. Brings it over halfway. Finds Galuz to Pretel. He's got Meathen outside of him. Can Meathen deliver the cross? Mallon's in the box waiting. It is in towards the box. It's a poor cross, though, cleared by Johnson, but Wood gets there. Pretel, Galuz with the effort from range. That's not really his forte, is it? For Galuz there. Just after the hour now, Duncan with the goal kick. It's won by the Hibs player there, but McLaughlin does get the second ball. Ballantyne, Gickwell to Meathen, down the line towards Wood. It's another shocking pass by Meathen. And Watt comes away with the ball, finds Guy. Pretel does well to win it back, though. Finds McClung. Back to McLaughlin. Out wide to Medina, the Colombian. Looks to take it past his man. I've just realised how short Medina is when he stood up against the Hibs player there. He's tiny. We've given that away, though, to Grady. Grady's done well to press us off the ball, and he goes for goal. Duncan's forced to make the save. Meathen heads it clear, and we help it further on. Poor play there from McLaughlin, I think, and Medina on that left-hand side to give the ball away. Into the final 5 minutes, Ballantyne bringing the ball forward. He's tackled well by Watt, though, but Gluz does get there. Now Bunting pinches it off him, finds Taylor. Taylor with the ball forward towards Bunting, back to Watt. Watt with a deep cross towards Ashby, sorry. I don't know why I said Arisby. They've had the effort there from Cowie. It was blocked by Ballantyne at that near post, and it's gone behind for a corner to Hibs, who have looked the more likely in the second half. It's Bunting to take that corner. Can we defend this one better than we did the free kick in the first half? It's a deep one. It's headed clear by Ballantyne. Cowie is going to pick it up, though, but not going to get the chance to get the ball back into the box. And at the end of the game, guys, we were the better team. Hibs looked more dangerous in that second half, though. But once again, for the 5th game in succession, we've drawn. A few good performances from us. Medina, not so good. McClung, not so good. Mallon did get his goal, of course. Yeah, so we were better. But again, it's another draw. So after that, confirmation that we do now finish in 3rd place. Dundee United did lose 2-0 to Celtic. Garcia and Duarte with the goals. Rangers also won 2-0 through Godin and Chozas, is that? So it's the title race is still on, really. Rangers need to beat us. In the form we're in, they're more than likely to do it. But we have, like I say, guaranteed 3rd place in the table, which is fantastic. That means potential Europa League football. One thing I did notice when I looked into the rules is that this depends on the winner of the Scottish Cup. Of course, we're not in the Scottish Cup anymore, so it could still be Conference League football for us next season. But it's still European football. But we've got a little while. We've got 3 days till we play Rangers, so I'm going to come back and we'll tick off that and see who is crowned champions of Scotland for 2083. Right, guys, we've made it then. Title decider day. Rangers are at home to us. St Mirren are at home to Celtic, so Celtic are away to St Mirren for today. I did have a quick look, by the way, in between games at job securities. Rangers are more insecure than Celtic are. I know it says they're stable, but still, in the grand scheme of things, Celtic are secure, Rangers are stable. Obviously, secure is higher than stable is. We're here in secure as well. Look at our little form. 5 games in a row drawn. We do have some very secures and untouchables as well. I'm surprised that it's that way around. I thought maybe Celtic, the manager, might come under fire a little bit because he's not, well, potentially not going to win the league for the first time in however many years it is since they last didn't win it. About 8. So let's get into it anyway. Last game of the season, guys, and then we've got a busy pre-season ahead of us. Got some injuries again. Ballantyne is injured, so we're going to have to we'll bring Mark Luke in. I'm also going to bring Kieran Lammy in for, I think, Pretel. He's now quite comfortable is that defensive midfielder. He's actually more of a regista than a segundo volante, but he's still got the attributes to do that. Unfortunately, his defensive work hasn't improved as much as I would have liked. But let's get going and see what happens in the title race. And we're underway. Final game of our first season here in Scotland in what has been a very successful season. Predicted to finish down in 9th position. You can see guaranteed 3rd place. St Johnstone relegated. Aberdeen have got into that playoff spot that they have in Scotland. They finished 3rd last season, Aberdeen. They're now 11th with a minus 30 goal difference. They've only won 7 games all season, which is a little bit disappointing. But half an hour on the clock. It's as you were in the race for the title. It's our first highlight now. It's Godin with the ball. The ball's now with Bloxham. Gisti to Hadji. Gisti again. Hadji. This Rangers looking to apply something here. Looking to work that opening. Gisti switches a play towards Amar. Out wide to the right to Young. Young goes over halfway. He's got 2 red shirts around, but he's still going. Are we going to put a tackle in? No, he's going to get the ball into the box towards Godin. His header's gone over the bar. A little bit of a let off there for Motherwell. Again, poor defending. Looks like McClung's picked up a knock on that left-hand side as well, so we might have to bring him off at half-time. But currently, Rangers are the champions of Scotland unless Celtic can do something away to St Mirren. Meathen with a throw-in finds Wood to Galuz. Meathen again, ball into the box. It's a poor one. Young heads it clear, could have left it go, but Medina picks it up, gets it back in towards Lammy. Lammy with the effort. I think it's spooned up off the defender. Left the goalkeeper scrambling. McClung's put the ball in the back of the net. Carlo McClung with his 5th of the season. A little bit sloppy there, but we did well to get the ball back into the box for McClung. And we've taken the lead away to Ibrox. This was I think the defender actually poked that towards goal, hit the post, headed clear by Usman. Medina does well to get it back in towards McClung, who first time left-footed on the volley, applies to finish, and that's not good for Rangers, is it? That is not good for Rangers at all. Celtic are still drawing though, which could help them out. Let's get Gillies on that left-hand side. I know he's a right winger, but we'll try him on that left-hand side and see how he goes. The injured McClung, of course, the goal scorer, forced off with an injury. But there'll be news going around at St Mirren now as Wood looks to pile the misery. We've hit the crossbar again. Usman hacks it clear, but we do put it back in with Wood. Godin helps it clear. Back in again by Wood. Can Young complete the clearance? He can. The news will be going around St Mirren, around those Celtic fans, that Rangers are losing. And Celtic just need to win now to retain their title, as Gillies comes forward on the left-hand side. Checks back, gets the ball into the box towards Malin, headed clear by Hadji, though, but Lammy's going to win this back, and he has the effort. It's gone just over the bar from Kieran Lammy there. Amar looking to get Rangers back into the game, though. Gisti, Zacharias. Amar again. Out wide to Young. Gillies does well to pinch it. Rangers haven't turned up today, have they? Looks like we have, though. Gillies gets the ball across. It's cleared by Young, but Meathen's going to get there. Delivers it back in for Wood. Nice touch. Gets it across for Malin. It's straight down the throat of Drakes. And that would have made it 2-0. And I think that would have been game over there for Rangers. Holding on by the skin of their teeth to their title challenge. It's now Duncan with a long clearance. Zacharias gets his head to the Tojas. Now Amar looking forward towards Mehmet, but it's a poor ball. But McLaughlin has done it again, 2 games in a row. Let Mehmet in. And Mehmet Aydin has equalised the game for Rangers. Another mistake from McLaughlin. That's 2 games in a row that we've seen him make a mistake in defence and allow the attackers in. And that's it's just not good enough from McLaughlin. It's not good enough at all, but it's a great finish from Mehmet. Make no mistake about it. And Rangers still come in, blocks them with a deep free kick towards Hadji. Duncan's come a long way to claim that, and he claims it really, really well. Just over 20 minutes remaining. He looks long straight away towards Malin, but it's poor. We've just given the ball straight back to Rangers. Now Amar finds Hadji. Left to Mbala. Mbala towards Cardoso. Now Mehmet, the goal scorer. Cardoso again. Mbala back down the line towards Cardoso. Keeps it in play. Delivers the ball. Whip on that. Oh my word. Hector Angel has turned this game on its head as far as Rangers is concerned. The whip on that cross from Cardosa was unreal. Unreal. He does well to keep it in play, but watch the bend on this. And it's a great header from Angel. Absolutely fantastic. And Rangers are going to win the title here, guys. And there we go, guys. Rangers are the champions. It's the first time we've seen this. It's the first time I think anybody's won the championship against us on the final day of the season. But it is Rangers who end Celtic's eight-year dominance of the Scottish Premiership to claim the title. It's a poor performance in the end by us. You can see Mark Luke's ratings in red there. He had a poor game. Celtic failed to win against St Mirren though. So Rangers end up with a 4-point gap at the top of the table. But it has been a good season for us. It's a very, very good season as far as Motherwell are concerned. We dipped form massively towards the end of the season there, but we still came away 6 points clear of Hibs. We just have to find out which European competition we're in now, whether it's the Conference League or the Europa League. But we have made it into Europe with Motherwell. Rangers are the champions though. Now, obviously, I've got the pre-season to play through, the end of this season, the pre-season to get through. Hopefully, we make some decent signings here at Motherwell. I think I've got a little bit of a job ahead of me. We're 23 points behind the champions. So if we're going to win it with Motherwell, we need to make some good additions. We have lost 10 games this season, which is not title-winning form. So I'm going to spend probably the next sort of 3-4 hours wheeling and dealing before we get to the start of the next episode and then the start of next season. Unless, of course, Rangers or Celtic job becomes available, and then we'll jump ship if we can. But guys, thank you for watching, and welcome to Scotland. Welcome to Motherwell. First season here in Scotland has been very successful. Hoping for a more successful season next season, which is when I'll see you next. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Cheers.